I am with Prakash Raj. He came to Sri Lanka for nearly global forum for food sovereignty. As I know, you are a food lover, but you are a political person, and I think this the idea of sovereignty. I saw multiple times you spoke about sovereignty for language sovereignty. So, what do you think about food sovereignty, and what is the connection with you? You worked with farmers' movements, and what do you think about this forum and the politics and the food?
Food is not just to eat, no? Food is not just a greed. Food is not only to relish. It's a lifeline.
Yeah.
It's a language. It's sustainability. It's your culture
Yeah.
and your identity. Food is not just what you grow, how you're self-reliant. What do you grow? How do you speak to the nature? What is your language with the nature? How you are one in the nature? And how do you reap? And how do you sow? Food growing, sovereignty is not something, it is not the arrogance of you're growing something. We can't grow anything. We have to let it grow. And that's evolution. And that's adaptability with the rains, with the land. It's the conversation with the earth, the conversation with yourself. And that's a larger perspective. And when in politics today, when the regimes don't understand this, bring in multinationals into it, talking about killing the earth, you're killing the humus of the earth. Farming or growing is not about trees, about the earth. How are we deciding? Because every seed, there is a tree in a seed, there is a plant in a seed. But where is the earth for it to grow? So we need to talk about the earth, we need to talk about the people, we need to talk about the women, their contribution. It's not hunting, it's growing, it's taking care of. And it's a very big perspective. So when you talk about food sovereignty, everything comes in. Politics comes in, nature comes in, ecology comes in, your languages come in, your love comes in, your empathy comes in. Yeah.
So you did a movie called Samail Arail. Sorry, and you did that in that movie. You beautifully talk about how food and love and how connect people with the food.
Isn't it a language? Isn't it a language your mother speaks? Cooking to somebody's tongue, not to your taste. To that taste of that tongue is the way you say it. Is the way relationships are made. The way in our culture, how we are today talking about calories, about dieting, but no. But the wisdom is which fruit to eat when, which vegetable to eat and which weather to eat what. That's a beautiful thing.
How do we connect that beauty into politics? Because this is a
No, that's
political
politics too.
forum.
The politics too.
Yes. So then I should ask, like, you 8 years ago, September 5th, your friend got killed, murdered, Gauri Lankesh. So after that, I saw you became so active, vocal about politics. Then how do you connect your journey after that movement into this movement?
When Gauri was killed, my friend was killed, I said a line. I said something, says, I'm not burying her. We are sowing her. Because if you silence a voice, a stronger voice will be born. That's how evolution happens. That's how resilience happens. So it's our job to continue the journey. It could be Gauri, it could be the political prisoners of this country, of this world. It could be the political killings of the world. Why do they silence? It is not the person they are silencing. It's to bring the silence around that nobody speaks up. So if we come out in resilience and we become a louder voice. So I think it was a very important turning point in my life when Gauri was then. That's how it reacted. And when people say that you have given up your career, and I said, I'm rich enough to lose. Because to be known as an actor is for the roles you do, not me. But now at least I'm known for what I stand for, what I am against.
I think I saw you as an actor, but one moment you were in this debate with the Indian Home Minister. So that movement, how powerful, whole audience was against you, the media, whole online, like all the people against you, but you stood for a cause, and I think you lost so many things.
That is okay, but that is the strength of the truth.
Then you started this Nirdiganta, I think, year or so before.
Nirdiganta is a theatre incubator we have started because now, what do I do with my art? How do I do my politics with my art? How do I take this truth to people with my art? Because art need to be relevant, and I don't believe that art is for art's sake. You know, when there is blood on the streets, I can't write about sunsets and sunrises, and that's very important today. And Nirdiganta is that, and so Nirdiganta through art, through theatre, we are trying to bring in now today. The show you're going to see is about the poems of resilience, how from different walks of life and different timelines, the culture, the people in different languages have written the same truth. And we are seeing how art could be a tool in education. We have been working for the last 2-3 years into schools where theatre can be a tool in education. And we are going with these poetries and plays to the youngsters, how theatre can be a tool to bring perception and see it in a different light altogether, and how they should see it. So it's a journey.
Yeah, my last question, sir, and it's honor to, as a person who admired you, your voice. So Sri Lanka, what about Sri Lanka? Because last few weeks we went into Chemmani, the burial grounds of 96, and after that, so we had so much history. You talk about India always, but what do you feel about Sri Lanka?
You know what's happening in Sri Lanka? I remember a novel called Anita's Ghost,
Yes.
where there is a human rights activist who comes from the World Human Rights Commission, and she comes to Colombo, and she's taken to 200 years kilometer away, and they are excavating skeletons. And she says, these seems to be political murders, they're so recent. And she whispers, and the guide says, you don't belong here. You're so safe being with the Human Rights Commission, but still you whisper. That means fear is in the air. Fear is the national disease here. And that's what is happening with Gaza. That's what's happening with Manipur. That's what is happening with Muslims in India. So whatever the economic constraints the people are facing, it's because of the regimes. And I think we together, coming here in this forum, is such an important thing that we are shattering borders, we are crossing borders, and just to tell the world that we all can come together to fight together. Because what at least a human being can do is to tell the other human being and give him hope that there's another human being there.
Thank you very much, sir, for sitting with me.